Yeah, over to you, Mokshita.
Thank you, Joe. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening,
Everyone
Moshita.
awake?
Yep.
Good. So, so I'm Mokshada, connecting from Bangalore, and we are going to be talking about, the next two chapters, which is the law of consistency and the law of environment. I hope everybody has read. I will just share my screen, and then we will start. Please confirm it's visible.
Yes.
Okay. So we are going to learn about the two growth laws that has the potential to change everything. And these laws are from the book that we are reading now, 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by John C. Maxwell. Okay. But before we move into these two laws, there's this basic question that generally comes in everybody's mind at some point in time, which is why do some people keep growing while others stay stuck? No, we have personally also experienced this. At least I have experienced this, right? Seeing others who are growing, I feel stuck. And sometimes it's the opposite way, right? So there are a few things that, should come in our minds, like, self growth started, but did we stop in between? What happened? My graph has been like that, like up, down, up, down. So I very well understand this. And I think one of the reasons these chapters only came to me, you know. And then there are few people who stay, like if I have to give an example, I think Joe is there. He will stay at that level, right? But I am the opposite. I generally don't stay at that level. Okay. Motivation, all of us know what is motivation. It is like having bath. We need to have it every day unless there is something internally that is happening, right? So considering these questions in mind, we should understand the importance of the two laws that we are going to understand today. Okay, the first is the law of consistency, which talks about uh you know everyday stuff, habits, basically. uh, every day if we do something, there's a saying in Hindi, right? Karat karat abhyas ke jarmati hot sujan rasri avat javat te sil par parat nishan. So basically, Sam talks about this saying a lot of times, basically, where a simple rope can make mark on the hard stone while drawing water from the well. If a rope can do that, when this activity of drawing water from the well is done every single day, we have limitless potential if we just stick to doing something every single day, even if it is for, small duration of time. Just like, doing one time effort in exercising for 3 hours, what result will it give? Vis-a-vis doing workouts 20 minutes every day, what result will it give? So that is the core question. Does growth happen overnight, or does it happen on doing something that we do every day? So I'm sure everybody knows the answer. So I'm not asking the answer. I'm sure all of us know the answer. It is something that we do every day. Right? The secret of the success is found in our daily routines. Right? Okay. So the next is an open forum for everyone. What tiny action can you repeat every day out of these? What tiny action can we repeat every day? People are open to participate and tell, as per you, which of these actions, or even outside of these five options, what is it that you can actually repeat every day? Is there anything that you can repeat every day sitting here today that you can think of? Anybody?
I think all of these, 10 pages can be done, walking can be done, gratitude can be done, reaching
Yeah,
out to one person can be done.
true. Right. So when I was reading and I had to think, and I was thinking hard, what one activity can I do every day? Because there's so many things to do, right? And our mind sometimes gets overwhelmed because we are overthinking. Instead of acting, we are just thinking, ye bhi karna hai, wo bhi karna hai, wo bhi karna hai. If we get into that action mode, we end up doing more than one activity. So if I had to pick up one activity, I picked up doing DTM on Facebook. I was doing on LinkedIn, but I wasn't leveraging Facebook, where I've almost hit 5,000 connections. And I started doing it, and I also started getting responses. No plans yet, but I have started getting positive responses. But this is something that I wasn't doing. I was procrastinating because I was overthinking in my head. Right? And it hardly takes 10 minutes to do this. ChatGPT gives scripts easily, and it can be done. So that is one activity that I started doing. Okay. A simple formula here is small daily growth is any time, any day of a bigger potential or power than occasional bigger for this business. Rohit always says this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. So we have to stay on course, on en route every single day, right? Now, motivation gets you going, but discipline keeps you growing. This is the crux of this chapter. Motivation can get us started, but discipline is important. Without that, it's not possible, right? Delayed, and a lot of people also fade away. Now, this is a question that everybody should, think about. What one daily habit will you commit to this week? Now, with this, I actually would want to, just share one thing. Yesterday in the morning, the daily champions meet. Nij, Priya, myself, and I think Fragila was there, and we decided about one activity for this week. Okay, but a lot of you were not there. We missed on to that, right? And if we can do these weekly activities, one weekly activity that all of us together as a team decide and we commit to it, it will be so much fun. So for the benefit of everyone, I'll just share what is it that we discussed. Saturday we have Inspire Impact event, and one activity or one goal that Priya and us discussed and we thought of we should keep is getting 2 to 3 people in this Inspire Impact event on this Saturday. So this is one weekly goal that I have kept, and of course, as a team, we want to do this. So if you missed this daily champions call yesterday in the morning, let us all work towards that. And with that, yes, every day we are doing this. Jo and Priya are opening up the session. We must join that. So I'll just move ahead. Next is the law of environment. Now, this is very, 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 very crucial. I've personally experienced this, and I have seen so many people struggling with this. Only by the fact what we want, our desire and motivation and everything, if the environment is not fixed, many a times people, struggle. They are not able to do their best or give their best or become their best, right? So the question that we need to ask every day is, are we in an environment that is helping us grow in the direction we want to grow? This is a question that we need to ask every day, because if we are not in the right environment, the day just goes by, right? And when we are talking about environment, all these four are important. The people around us, which is the association. So the environment that we are in right now is an environment that is helping us grow. So these associations, these get-togethers are very, very crucial. The physical space that we are in, the home that we live in, people around in our homes, right? Home team, that is why it is important. The daily routine, we understood that from the law of consistency. What we read, what we watch, and what we listen, all the senses, we are basically using all the senses. The input is equal to the output. Whatever goes in will come out. So that is where law of environment is very, very crucial. Now we need to ask these questions to ourselves every single day, because as we grow, we may have to leave a lot of things that we have had in the past, and build up new relationships or pick up new skills or pick up new friendships and all of those things. So do people around me encourage growth? Hard question to ask, right? And if we truly ask this question, all of us will know in our hearts that it is not 100% true. Not everybody around us is going to encourage us to grow. Why? Because they are very uncomfortable with the new version of us. But that is what, if we want, we have to outgrow them. We have to change that environment. Does my space support focus and peace? Very, very crucial. Having a designated place to do our activities, to read our books, to do our workouts, to do our meetings, all of this is very, very crucial. Am I feeding my mind with the growth content? Extremely crucial in today's scenario where distraction is just a fingertip away, right? And in the current global scenario, if we don't take care of this, it's just blink of an eye and we are out of track. Now, am I around people who challenge me positively? This is again very, very important. We are blessed to be in an association where this is happening every single day. I'm sure all of us realize it, right? Now, why this environment is important can be understood easily with this seed analogy. If we take a very fertile seed and just, throw it, will it lead to fruition? No, right? It also needs the right environment, the good soil, the nutrition in the soil, water, sunlight, also protection, right? From predators or from cattle or goat or whatever, right? Or from weed. Similarly, we also need a healthy environment, an environment which supports our growth, encouraging people, learning opportunities, space to stretch, and obviously protection from distraction, right? So that is the seed analogy, which can help us understand why the environment is so, so important. So consistency plus environment is definitely equal to growth because we are working one in another, and without the other, we cannot do the one. I hope you understood the relationship, right? So one habit is every day, and in the right environment, being able to do that habit is also easy. It can become natural. But if the environment is not fixed, if the environment is not taken care of, the daily habit can become a daily challenge. Having said that, if we have the environment completely set, but if we do not build up those habits or we do not fix our routine, that environment is not really helping us grow. So a combination of both leads to the growth that we desire, right? Growth is not accidental, it is always intentional, and hence even in creating this consistency or creating that environment for our growth has to be intentional. So this is the question that I would want everybody to go away with, is what's that one thing that you will start changing today? That is the one question that I would end the session today with. And the platform is open for everyone. That's all from my end. Thank you.
Awesome, Mokshita. Does everyone want to answer that question in chat? What is one thing that you're going to start from today? Or you will continue if you don't want to write start, please continue some good things that you have been doing. Plan my next day. Great, Titanjali. Others? I'm always says if you at least can't even tell about it, how will you ever do it? When Sam asks how many people are qualifying 2000 personal PV or platinum this year, sometimes what happens is our mind says, oh, I don't see a possibility. Then why should I raise my hands? But Sam nicely says that's not the point, right? If you don't even tell your mind it's possible, right, you're never going to do it. So whenever such questions come, please answer. Whether you follow it up or not is a different matter. But at least put that in your brain. Everything that happens in life, you will first happen in your brain first. Right? All the beautiful buildings, Taj Mahal or any world wonder, it first was in someone's mind first. Same thing with our life also, right? Anything you want to achieve, first you have to put in your mind first. Just write it down. It's okay. Whether you follow it up or not is a different matter, but at least write down what you want to do at least. Shipra DTM on Facebook and Instagram connects us. Continue writing goal and visualization every day. Right? Great, Satya. I want everyone to write. Great, Priyam. Do write one thing that you're going to start from today. Still waiting. Continue to detail and workout. So plan for unknown people. Yeah, very good. It works, guys. LinkedIn works. Uh, Today, me and Priya were discussing. Sometimes we do so much of LinkedIn that we forget who came from LinkedIn, actually. Right? Today, we have brand new 9%, not brand new 9%. They're qualifying 9% second time, but they have qualified for the 9% leadership, Nitin and Dr. Sri Rashmi, through LinkedIn. I put a message to Nitin, and that's how Nitin responds. And today, they are brand new 9%. And there is, if you see, Arjun has been putting message of many closures, right? Amarjit and Neha. So Amarjit and Neha is actually through a couple called Vijay and Nitya. And Vijay was through LinkedIn, right? So LinkedIn works. There are people out there who are looking for opportunities. If you're not getting a lead, you're wondering what to do this. How much PV Amarjit already, Arjun? 350 PV, 400 PV?
Yeah,
350,
yeah, 400, 500 PV.
400, 500 PV. And his upline, Vijay and Nitya, they have also easily generated 1000 PV till date. Yeah, we have done a lot of plans. And Nitin Sri Rashmi, you guys know. I don't have to tell you. Consistently doing LinkedIn activities, great Anuradha. Arjun, show the plan. But anything, I think Mokshata explained the chapters really well. But anyone has any questions or anything that you want to bring up, feel free. Law of consistency. Can you give an example of law of consistency in your life where you have been consistent or not being consistent? Both are fine. Not would be more, I guess.
Like bad habit never goes away by itself. No, we have to take it as a project to make room for the good habits to start. Otherwise, it'll occupy most of the thing,
Yeah, very
especially the
nice.
distractions.
Awesome, Paris. All of us have started many things out of motivation, a lot of things. And many of us, unfortunately, did not have the discipline to keep going. Many, I mean, I'm sure a lot of examples out there. But I hope and pray that this business will not be another example of that. You started with a lot of motivation. Wow, I'm going to be free. I'm going to make money. A lot of motivation. But after a period of time, it happens to everyone. After a period of time, you realize that this is not as easy as you thought it. Right? It happens. But some people get excited with it. They see that there's a lot of learning there. If it was so easy, then there would have been no learning. No? So discipline is what keeps you going. Same thing going to a gym. We have told this many times. I'm
Say
very good at. Yeah, go ahead, Harris.
don't make big plans. Make a very small plan so that you'll be able to achieve it. Small plans achieved every day actually it compounds to reaching a final goal. Like, and don't be goal oriented, always growth oriented. Goal oriented means once you reach the goal, you may not sometimes. Each also you will stop there. Growth oriented is there's no ending for that. Continuously you will keep growing.
Nice. There is this mathematical equation. I don't know how many people have seen this. 1.01 raised to 365 and 0.99 raised to 365. Anyone who's not seen this?
Yeah, I
That is,
have
I've
not.
not seen it.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
search in Google. Just search in Google. Put a 1.01 raised to 365, which means one is the effort that you put in every single day. We increase it by 0.01, which is just 1% increase every single day for 365 days. Can you tell me the value of 1.01 raised to 365?
It's
We'll do
36 or 37, I think.
correct. And then compare it to 0.99 raised to 365. Doesn't you know that? What is 0.99 raised to 365? That
Again,
means
I think it will be 1 by 36 or something. Not sure, just guessing.
it's very low. It's much point zero. See, the difference is just 0.01. But for 365 days in a year itself, it makes such a huge difference
This is law of compounding.
of compound. Same thing with us also, right? Same with people, your clients also when they do weight loss. Out of 365 days they do the diet, how many days they actually do it? 0.9 for the days that they don't follow the diet, 1.01 for the days that they actually do the diet. I was reading a book today, I think it was by Chetan Bhagat, I think 11 Secret Rules of Life or something like that. Uh, I think it was in that one. I forgot which book it was. I keep reading a lot. He says that we all overestimate what we can do in a few days. Many of you, when you start the month, this month I will be 9%, 15% platinum. We overestimate, but we underestimate what can be achieved over many years. We overestimate what can be achieved in a few days or a month, let's say. We underestimate what can be done through consistent effort over years. Most
Book
people
names
don't.
11 rules to level up your life, something like that. 11 rules to level up your life. I
Correct. Yes, same
listened
book,
this
same.
audiobook last year on Audible.
Awesome. It's very similar to, I have read a similar book. But I think, I can't remember the book's name. Mokshata and all might remember. There is this guy, not Monk, who sold his Ferrari.
Robin Sharma.
Not Monk who sold his Ferrari. It's a similar style he has written, whereas Zomato guy has come to his home
Yeah.
and he's crying and he's helping that Zomato guy with lemon. Similar book is there, one very famous book where someone comes to a monk for help and he takes him to the top of a mountain and then he explains,
Peaks and
like,
Valleys.
peaks and valleys, correct. Peaks and valleys. We did that, no? A few months back, we did that as a same style he has picked up. But again, good. From an Indian perspective, nicely he has explained. So, any questions, anyone? So, stay consistent, right? It's not about what you achieve in a month. Yes, keep goals, very important, but it is what you can achieve in 5 to 6 years, or even 20 years, 30 years. How many people can even think of 20, 30 years? It's a problem. People are thinking about next few months. If this works for me, the next few months, well and good. Otherwise, I'm done. That thought process will never take us anywhere in life. If I had gone to the gym like that, next few months I'll give my all and then let me see. I'll tell you frankly, leave 6 months, one whole year I went to gym, did everything they told me. People looked at me, there is absolutely no difference. No difference at all. In fact, people were making fun of me. People who were not going to gym, they were making fun of. Why are you wasting? Because I used to play a lot. I was very good at sports. But gym was first time in my life. I went consistently. So when I stopped playing and went started going to gym, because both could not be done together. So these friends of mine started making fun of me. See, one whole year you wasted in gym, nothing has happened. But luckily, because all the books I have read, I understood that I have to stay consistent. And I never planned to go to a gym thinking that I will finish it off in 1 year. I knew this is for life. Health is for life. You cannot. Same thing when clients reach out to us for weight loss. During the program, I tell them this program is not going to make you fit throughout life, right? He'll teach you certain things. If you apply that to during your entire life, then only you will remain healthy. Never guarantee your client that that's it. You do a program for 3 months, from then on you're healthy for life. That's a very wrong thing to tell. Yes, you will lose weight, you become healthy, but you continue to do what you learn during this program, you will remain healthy. Second year, third year, fourth year, yes, people started noticing. And the funny thing now is, even if I don't go consistently, last 2 weeks I could not go because I was traveling. It doesn't go back immediately, right? You still look that you've been to a gym. That's the difference. While one whole year you struggled in the gym, no one noticed. All these are things that you have to understand. So have a long-term mentality when it comes to building a business. But yeah, have short-term goals also. When I have short-term goals, right? Next 5 days, extremely crucial, right? If you have someone who's fighting for 9%, give it your all. Give it your all. Just finish it off. 5 days, 500, 600 PV might be required. Finish it off. Don't wait for next month. Work with your coaches. Do whatever it takes. Finish it off. Qualify. And someone who's already qualified, you might have already, let's say, within and Dr. Sri Rashmi, they'll be talking this Thursday. You don't want to miss this Thursday's get together, right? Or growth meet. They'll be talking. Especially people are fighting for 9%. They have qualified and they're planning for 12%. They're not going to sit there at 9% and say that we have qualified. Aiming for personal 2000 PV and 12%, brand new 12%. So if you are someone who is fighting for 9%, whatever be your PV, fight hard. And it might be for your own. Let us say at the end of the day, please everyone understand business, okay? Your PV will add up to someone else's PV also. Unfortunately, there is this mentality, unfortunately, that, oh, this is end of the month. I am at only 100 PV. I cannot reach 1200. So let me just wait till first and then start off to the next month. Please never do that. Because your PV will add up to someone else's PV. You might be fighting for 9% or whatever the goal. If you do that next month, your team will do that. And then you will again never cross. We'll all be killing each other. Never hold on to PV. Always put the PV in the system. Always. Unfortunately, Amway pays us for monthly. End of the day, your aim is to create as much turnover, help as many people as possible. Whether it's the 31st of the month or the 1st of the month. So never hold on to PV. Help your team qualify. Help your downlines qualify. Help your upline also qualify. Right? So keep that in mind. So next 10 days, no, sorry, not 10 days, 5 days, fight hard, put all your effort, qualify yourself, most important, and help your team qualify. And if not, help your upline qualify at least. That excitement also will give you excitement to qualify next month. That your upline is qualified. Now I also want to join. Okay. Anything else, guys? Any questions about 9% leadership? I hope everyone understands how important it is. It is so crucial that one more year will be wasted. And I'll tell you frankly, including Gitanjali, I don't even know if Gitanjali would have remained in business if she had not come to that 9% leadership. You guys know how fired up she is now, but I'll be frank. right? He might not have made it to the next 9% leadership because you don't know what you are missing, right? Once until unless you come to a 9% leadership, meet everyone, get all that knowledge, that I don't know what words to use. It's goosebumps actually. But then you realize that no, this association is not something that I will ever give up. Suddenly the long-term mentality will come. The moment you start thinking long-term, you will figure it out. So whatever happens, I would say because I have the knowledge, I'm not saying do it, but because I have the knowledge, I'll say it is worth spending 1.2 lakh from your own pocket if it comes to that to qualify 1200 theory. That is how important it is. Many of you would have paid that amount for your engineering degree, right? At least one, I know, multiple schools have multiple, at least in MBAs these days, IIMs and all, one semester cost is more than 1.5 lakhs. One semester will cost you more than 1.5 lakhs to learn some theory. Again, I'm not telling do that, but I'm telling you how it will be much more important than that. So I can personally tell you I've learned more from this business, these get-togethers, these 9% leaderships, more than I've ever learned from my MBA. Because practical people doing practical stuff is talking to you. Unfortunately, in a MBA school or any school for that matter, people who understand theory is teaching you theory. There's no practicals. That's the truth. But here, people are actually building the business. Your leaders whom you have listened to in such meetings, they will be there. And you can ask them anything. There's no cross-lining when it comes to 9% leadership. You can ask, you can tell your issues. It's beautiful. I've never seen any event. I've gone to a lot of networking events because IIM is known for networking events, but I've never seen a networking event like 9% leadership. That's how powerful it is. So whatever it takes, get it done. Finish it off this month itself, especially people who are in 500, 600 PV, etc. Finish it off this month itself. The next month will exactly be the same. If you're thinking next month will be better, it will exactly be the same. But if you finish this month, next month might become better because more clients are coming. Your attitude would have changed. Confidence would have gone up. So finish it off, right? Thank you, everyone. We'll catch up on Thursday. Is not last day of the month, right? But last day of the month is Sunday. Okay, yeah. Thursday we'll have a great session. As I told you, one speaker would be Dr. Srirashmi and Nitin, and something beautiful is planned apart from that. Good night, everyone. Great. Thank you, Mokshada, again. Speaker for next week. Anyone who wants to take it up? Alice, you want to take it up next week?
Yeah, I'll take it up. Yeah. 7 and 8.
7 and 8, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Good night, everyone. So Harris would be taking up next week. Thanks. Good night.